Hi guys, Eric Pathy here at Pickdawgz.com. I did a video earlier with Al. Unfortunately, the audio was not to be desired, so I had to redo the video without Al, but he had already given me the complimentary selection. Now, he gave me all the specifics of why and how. Honestly, I don't remember half of what he said. He was spitting off stats and trends, but in the end of the day, I have the play, and that's really all that matters. So, with that being said, let's get into it. If you want to be a member of the All Access, by all means, send me a text message to join or send me an email at eric@pickdawgz.com. Now, I'm still, after almost 3 years of supplying the All Access to the biggest bettors that we have in this community, still get people that ask me, what's the difference? So since Al is not here, let me give you a replay. When I originally came into the Pickdawgz community, and I knew Al for my entire career, he actually purchased plays for my business partner who was the owner of the company that hired me. And when he was a young man, before he became a professional handicapper, he actually purchased plays for my partner who was a professional handicapper. So he always knew who I was. And after I got into the community, we started talking, and he would tell me, I have these plays and I have some big whale clients that have bet, 10,000 a unit. I have this rating system, 1 to 10 units, and I bet 1 to 10 dimes a game. And I have guys that they'll bet 10 dimes a unit. But it's like 3 or 4 whale clients that he's had for decades. And I said, why don't you bring that to the public? Because a lot of people would want to know why they should bet more money on one game versus more money on another game. And he was like, I don't think it would be something that would resonate with the general public. And my response was, you do the work, let me do the presentation. Because look, I've been on TV and radio since I'm 18 years old. I know how to broadcast a message in a intellectual manner that a client that's watching will get it and understand it. Most people that I talk to that are big sports bettors that are losers are not losers for any other reason than they don't know how to do the correct money management. So we launched this in September of 2023. You get access to the Telegram channel. You get the same games that are on the premium service rated, where we're telling you which games to bet bigger and which games to bet smaller. For the purpose of this video, if you're a newbie watching this, or you really never quite understood it because I go over too quickly when I'm doing the video with Al, let's say you have $100,000 and you're a very aggressive better. You would bet what's called full Kelly, which would be 1% per unit. If you don't know what Kelly means, you can call me. We can talk about it. Full Kelly would be 1% per unit. So you'd be wagering 1,000 to 10,000 a game. 1 unit being 1,000, 10 unit being 10,000. If you were half Kelly, same thing, 500 to 5,000. If you were quarter Kelly, 250 to 2,500. If you were 3/4 Kelly, 750 to 7,500. At the end of last season, if you had played each game individually, you made 120 units. So if you bet every game to win 1,000, you made 120,000, which is great. If you were following the All Access with the ratings, you made 507 units. So you made 4 times the amount you would have made by flat betting each individual game. The other thing is, when you're flat betting games, what you're doing is you're treating each game like it's the same price. You wouldn't do that in the crypto markets. You wouldn't do that in the stock market. If you look at the ticker at the bottom of the screen on a financial news network, every stock has a different price. If you look at a selection of cryptocurrencies, every coin has a different value and price. When you wager on sports and you flat bet, you are doing the opposite of what professional bettors do. Professional bettors have a ranking of knowing which games to bet bigger and which games to bet smaller. That's more important than win-loss percentage. When you're flat betting, what you're doing is you're saying the only way I can win money is to win more games than I lose. That's called positive expectancy, to win more games than you lose. But if you're a professional bettor, you understand that means you only really need to win about 57% of the time. So to have won $120,000 last year. You lost 43% of the time, and you won 57% of the time. Whereby, if you follow the money management system with the same 57% accuracy, remember, we're talking about 7 percentage points over breaking even at 50%. Remember, breaking even at 50% minus 110 is actually losing you money. So you make 507% return. So think about this. You start with $100,000. You bet $1,100 to win $1,000 on every game last season. You end the season with $220,000. Your principal of $100,000 plus the $120,000 of net profit. Great. You start with $100,000. You follow the unit betting system at full Kelly, Full, full Kelly. You end the season with $607,000. Your principal of $100,000 plus $507,000. Now, were you playing that in one sports book? Of course you weren't. Of course, at that level, you have multiple sports books. You're splitting your action up, et cetera, et cetera. If you want to take advantage of Al's All Access, he's running a promotion to November 20th, where you can get a taste of what he does from today, which is November 12th to the 20th. So you get 8 more days of action. If you want to discuss long-term packages, by all means, give me a call, as all the results are available for your perusing if you're a serious bettor. Now, again, keep in mind, at the time of this recording, we have thousands of people that know who we are. We have about 35 people that are All Access members. Of those 35 people that are All Access members, 25 of those were originally premium members and have been long-term members since the beginning, going into year 4. With that being said, if you're already a member of the service online, the premium service, so you've purchased plays from the premium service online, reach out to me and we can take care of you and upgrade you to the All Access. When I say upgrade you, it doesn't mean different games. It means taking you from plus 120 units to 507 units. Al's complimentary selection this Wednesday is to take the Detroit Pistons lay the wood against the Chicago Bulls. And as always, good day and good luck.